The story begins on a mysterious island located in the middle of the ocean. There, a massive stadium can be seen, completely packed with people. Every single person has their eyes fixed on the staff standing in front of them. At that moment, on the staff's signal, a large shark about 3 meters long is slowly lifted upward, being used as bait. Seeing this, a boy sitting there realizes that something big is about to happen. He instantly signals his older brother to look ahead, and as soon as his brother raises his head to see, at that exact moment, a gigantic creature bursts out of the water. At the same time, the viewing platform suddenly begins to descend slowly into the ground. In reality, an even more dangerous show is about to begin. As soon as the platform reaches below, that massive creature becomes clearly visible right in front of everyone. Seeing it, the excitement of the crowd increases even more. Where a tech company had brought dinosaurs back to life using genetic technology. To make money, they bought an entire island and placed all these dinosaurs there. Gradually, that place was transformed into Jurassic World Park. Because of the dinosaurs, this island quickly became the biggest tourist destination in the world. Every year, the number of visitors reached into the millions. But after around 20 years of everything running safely, these dinosaurs were no longer as exciting for people. To solve this problem, Dr. Wu's team conducted a new experiment. They combined DNA from different animals to create an extremely dangerous hybrid dinosaur. This new creature was named Indominus Rex. It was specifically created to bring back people's interest. But no one had any idea that this very experiment would become the biggest disaster for the entire park. At the same time, the park's owner arrives to see this new dinosaur. When he gets there, he realizes that the creature is far bigger than expected. It had already tried multiple times to break through its glass enclosure and escape. Seeing its intelligence and aggressive nature, the owner becomes worried and decides to call in an expert for a security check. The person called for this job is Owen, who had previously worked in the Navy and is now retired. After retirement, he was given the responsibility of training dinosaurs in the park. At this moment, he is in the Raptor area, where he is trying to control dangerous raptors using his Navy training experience. Surprisingly, he is actually able to control them to a significant extent. But then, a major incident suddenly happens. A new worker is trying to handle a small pig when suddenly a raptor attacks him and drags him straight inside the enclosure. In the very next moment, all the other raptors focus their attention on that same worker, and the situation becomes so dangerous that he could be killed at any second. Sensing the danger, Owen immediately takes action. He quickly opens the enclosure gate and runs inside without hesitation. He stands directly in front of the worker and starts giving continuous commands, forcing the raptors to back off. After a lot of struggle, Owen's team finally manages to pull the injured worker out. But at that exact moment, the raptors suddenly crouch down into a hunting position. Seeing this, Owen realizes that the danger has now shifted to him. On one side, he keeps giving them commands, and on the other, he slowly starts stepping back. Just as the gate is about to close, Owen quickly rolls and manages to get out at the perfect moment. This way, he narrowly escapes. After this, Claire takes Owen to the Indominus Rex enclosure and tells him that it is a secret hybrid, created using T-Rex DNA, and it has been raised completely alone since childhood. Hearing this, Owen immediately warns that a creature raised in isolation can become extremely dangerous. He asks to see the dinosaur, but when food is placed inside, Indominus is nowhere to be seen. This leaves everyone shocked and confused. The strangest part is that the monitoring system is not picking up any heat signal, as if it has suddenly vanished. Then Owen notices large claw marks on the wall. From this, they assume that Indominus may have escaped over the enclosure. Hearing this, Claire panics and decides to return to the control center immediately. On the way, she orders the team to stay alert and track the location chip. Meanwhile, Owen and the guards go near the wall to check how Indominus got out. But then, a shocking update comes from the control center. According to the location chip, Indominus is still inside the enclosure. This leaves everyone stunned, because at that very moment, they are looking at the tracks outside. The control room staff immediately calls the guards and tells them to get out of there right away. As soon as Owen hears this, he runs toward the inner gate without wasting a second. But then, one of the guards sees that Indominus is moving in the same direction Owen is heading. Suddenly, chaos breaks out, and in the middle of it, Indominus attacks one of the guards. The second guard, terrified, runs to the gate near the wall and opens it. When he sees that his partner has already been killed, he panics and runs outside without thinking. Owen keeps running with full force and manages to get out just before the gate closes. But Indominus takes advantage of a small gap and slams into the gate, breaking it open. Owen quickly slides across the ground and hides under a car. Holding his breath, he carefully watches every movement of the monster. From the sound of its heavy footsteps, he realizes that Indominus is now moving toward the other guard. The guard hiding behind the car is trembling with fear. His breathing is almost frozen. Suddenly, Indominus appears right in front of him, and without any warning, swallows him in a single move. To save himself, Owen quickly comes up with a plan. He cuts open the car's fuel tank so that gasoline starts leaking, confusing Indominus with the scent. The trick works. After a few moments, Indominus is unable to detect his presence and lets out a loud roar before moving away. But now, everything has completely changed. That dangerous dinosaur is no longer under human control. Everyone in the control room panics when they find out that Indominus is heading toward the visitor area about 5,000 meters away, where nearly 20,000 people are present. Hearing this, Claire decides to trigger the alarm, but the park owner stops her, saying that issuing a warning would force them to shut down the entire park and damage their reputation. He believes that the security team can handle the situation. At the same time, a team of soldiers reaches the location where the tracking chip is pointing, but even after arriving there, they cannot find Indominus anywhere. Then the team leader notices that the tracker is lying on the ground. This means Indominus has removed the chip from its own body. Suddenly, a few drops of blood fall onto his hand. Terrified, he looks up, and what he sees next shocks everyone. Indominus has completely camouflaged itself with its surroundings. As soon as the team leader looks up, his eyes widen in fear, because Indominus has completely blended into its surroundings, using its chameleon-like genes. It has almost become invisible. The team leader is just about to run, when, in that very moment, Indominus lunges at him and grabs him. The rest of the soldiers immediately pull out their stun guns and start firing at it. But in the next instant, Indominus crushes the team leader under its massive foot. The remaining guards keep hitting it with electric shots, but it has little to no effect. After that, Indominus brutally kills each and every soldier one by one. In less than a minute, the entire team is wiped out. As soon as Owen hears this, he angrily tells Claire that Indominus is not an ordinary creature. It is a monster that doesn't even understand what it truly is. And if it gets out into the open, it will start killing every living thing because that is now its nature. Owen clearly states that the only way to stop it is by using real weapons. But Claire refuses, because she does not want her park to turn into a battlefield. Angered by this, Owen walks away. Realizing the seriousness of the situation, Claire finally orders the alarm to be activated across the entire park to protect the 20,000 people present there. At the same time, the two brothers are heading to enjoy a new ride. Just as their tour car starts moving, a danger alert is issued throughout the park. The staff immediately stops all the other tour cars. But strangely, the brothers' car does not stop and continues moving forward. They enter a deeper part of the park where several herbivorous dinosaurs are roaming freely like Triceratops, Stegosaurus, and the long-necked Brachiosaurus. All of them appear calm and peaceful. Suddenly, a warning plays inside the car, stating that there is a system malfunction and the vehicle will automatically return to the hotel. Meanwhile, Claire suddenly starts worrying about her nephews. She tries to call them, but at that moment, the network goes down. Panicking, she asks the staff if all the tour cars have returned. They find that one car is still missing, and that car belongs to her nephews. Hearing this, Claire panics and immediately orders a rescue team to be sent. But the rescue team is already busy, so she is forced to ask Owen for help. Meanwhile, the two brothers reach an isolated area of the park, where they notice that the fence ahead is broken. Something extremely powerful has torn it apart. Curious, the older brother drives the car through the broken path. After a while, they enter a dense forest, where a few ankylosaurus are roaming around. At first glance, they see only 4. But the younger brother insists that there are 5. When the older brother carefully counts again, he realizes that the 5th one is not an ankylosaurus at all. Suddenly, Indominus lets out a loud roar and kicks the car with immense force, sending it flying several feet away. The older brother tries to do something, but at that moment, an ankylosaurus swings its heavy tail and hits the car, flipping it over. Indominus thinks that something is stealing its prey and immediately attacks the ankylosaurus. A fierce battle begins between the two. Hearing the sound, Indominus shifts its attention back to the car. It stares at it slowly, and then grabs it with its claws. After that, it opens its massive jaws and tries to swallow it. But when Indominus finds it difficult to swallow the entire car, it shows its intelligence. It grabs the car with its teeth and starts smashing it violently against the ground. Just as the glass is about to shatter, the older brother makes a quick decision. He unbuckles his seatbelt, grabs his younger brother, and jumps out of the car at the right moment. Their move does not escape Indominus's sharp eyes. It immediately starts chasing them. Luckily, a small waterfall appears ahead. As Indominus gets close and opens its massive jaws, at that exact moment, both brothers jump into the waterfall and escape its grip. At the same time, Claire and Owen also arrive in the jungle, but seeing the scene there shocks Claire. Dead dinosaur bodies are scattered all around. Seeing this, Owen becomes certain that Indominus is not leaving anything alive. After a while, they find the same broken tour car in which the boys were sitting. When Claire sees the wrecked car and picks up the phone lying on the ground, she believes that her nephews are no longer alive. Thinking this, she completely breaks down, but then Owen notices footprints on the ground. He follows them and reaches the waterfall. He concludes that the boys are alive and manage to escape from there. Hearing this, Claire feels a bit relieved, but at that very moment, another dangerous update comes from the control room. Because of the park-wide alarm, all 20,000 people have gathered in the resort area, and Indominus is rapidly heading in that direction. It is clear now a massive disaster is about to happen. Finally, with no other option left, the park owner allows the use of heavy weapons. But due to a lack of staff, he personally takes a helicopter and goes after Indominus. As soon as the team locates it, they immediately open fire. Under heavy gunfire, Indominus changes direction and enters the area of flying dinosaurs. There, dinosaurs of various sizes take flight in panic, scattering in every direction. Flying dinosaurs spread throughout the area and begin attacking humans directly. Seeing this, Owen and Claire immediately run toward the jungle. Meanwhile, the two brothers somehow find an abandoned vehicle and try to get out of the jungle. The younger brother notices that flying dinosaurs are chasing them. He quickly tells his older brother to drive faster. After a difficult escape, they finally reach the park's entry gate, where the staff spots them. At the same time, Claire receives a message from her nephew and realizes that they are alive. She and Owen also come out of the jungle and take a vehicle toward the resort. Meanwhile, all park rides are shut down, and all visitors are held inside the resort area. Then an emergency alert is broadcast through the public announcement system, instructing everyone to hide. At first, people do not understand what is happening, but as soon as they see flying dinosaurs in the sky, panic spreads among them. People start running in all directions to save their lives. But the flying dinosaurs reach them quickly and begin attacking. The entire park fills with screams and fear. Meanwhile, the two brothers reach the resort and run into Claire's assistant. She tries to take them to a safe place, but suddenly, a flying dinosaur attacks her, lifts her up, and drops her into the lagoon. It has no idea that this is Mosasaurus territory. As soon as she falls into the water, other dinosaurs follow her in and begin attacking. Then suddenly, Mosasaurus bursts out of the water, and in a single move, swallows the girl along with one of the dinosaurs. Seeing this horrifying moment, the two brothers are completely terrified and start looking for a place to hide. Just then, the security team arrives and fires tranquilizer shots, but the situation was about to get even worse. As soon as a military officer arrives, he immediately takes control of the entire operation. In reality, he has his own hidden plan. He wants to use the Raptors to kill Indominus, to prove that they can be used as military weapons in the future. When Owen finds out about this plan, he gets furious and punches the officer, because he raised these raptors since they were young and does not want to send them into a dangerous mission. But now the situation is such that thousands of lives in the park are at stake. So, unwillingly, Owen agrees to the mission. The plan is that the raptors will track Indominus using their sense of smell, and the military will follow behind them and attack at the right moment. Meanwhile, Claire is worried that her nephews might get into danger again. So she puts them inside a secure control vehicle and monitors the operation herself. Once everything is ready, Owen takes a piece of Indominus meat and lets the raptors smell it. As soon as they are ready, he opens their cages, and armed soldiers begin moving into the jungle behind them. After some time, they reach a deserted area where the raptors suddenly stop. The soldiers become alert and aim their weapons forward, but in the very next moment, something strange from the darkness of the jungle, Indominus Rex slowly emerges and stands right in front of them. Owen expects the raptors to attack, but they do not. Both sides of the dinosaurs stare at each other, as if some silent communication is happening between them. And then suddenly, the raptors reveal the presence of humans to Indominus. Seeing this, Owen realizes that something is wrong. He understands that Indominus also has raptor DNA inside it, and that is why it is able to communicate with them. The officer in the control room panics and immediately orders the soldiers to open fire. From here, everything completely falls apart. The raptors turn against the humans and begin attacking the soldiers. Within minutes, the entire team is almost wiped out. Seeing this, Claire becomes terrified. Just then, an injured soldier runs toward their car, but before he can get inside, a raptor attacks him. Seeing this, Claire quickly starts the car and drives away. But another raptor suddenly runs toward them. In panic, they throw nearby containers to block its path, but it easily avoids them and continues chasing the vehicle. Just then, Owen arrives, and all of them head toward the control room. Meanwhile, the officer has already reached the lab. But when Owen and the others arrive, they find that all the staff have already escaped. Inside the doctor's office, they discover a shocking truth. Indominus has DNA from multiple different species combined inside it. At that moment, the officer also arrives and admits that this entire plan was his. But before he can say anything more, the raptors arrive, and one of them attacks him directly. The officer tries to control it the same way Owen does, but fails and is killed. Owen, Claire, and the two kids immediately run out of the lab. But as soon as they step outside, 3 raptors surround them from all sides. One of them has blue stripes on its body. She is Blue, the leader of the pack. Owen looks into her eyes and realizes that she recognizes him. He quickly removes the control device from her head. At that moment, Indominus arrives and starts moving toward them. It signals the raptors to attack the humans, but Blue suddenly looks at Owen and gestures for him to run. Then she turns toward Indominus and lets out a loud roar. Then Claire gets an idea. She contacts the control room and asks them to open an old enclosure, because now they need an even more powerful predator to defeat Indominus. As soon as the enclosure opens, a massive T-Rex steps out. Claire cleverly brings it face to face with Indominus, and this is where the intense battle between the two monsters begins. The T-Rex fights with full strength but starts to weaken against Indominus's power and intelligence. Then suddenly, Blue returns and joins the fight. Now both of them attack Indominus together. Finally, T-Rex gets an opportunity and pushes Indominus back with full force, straight toward the edge of the water. And suddenly, a massive jaw emerges from the water. It is Mosasaurus. With lightning speed, it grabs Indominus and drags it into the deep ocean. And with that, Indominus Rex meets its end. Thanks for watching. Comment and tell me which movie recap you want next.